We're here every Monday through Friday from 7 to 10 a.m. Eastern. Thanks for choosing us as part of your holiday festivities this morning. Nate Burleson, Peter Schrager, Kyle Brandt, all here, and we are all excited for an NFL feast. Absolutely a feast, a triple header, if you will, on Saturday, guys. Start your day at 1 p.m. Eastern, right here. Don't even change the channel from here to then. Why would you? Brady and the Bucks, Stafford and the Lions. Woof! 4:30 p.m. Eastern. You've got the Niners and the Cardinals. That one, you're going to have to pop open your TV or your streaming device, your phone, what have you. That one is on Prime Video exclusively. Very exciting stuff for Amazon's partnership with the NFL there. And finish up your NFL Saturday back on NFL Network. Tua and the Dolphins battling Jacobs and the Raiders at 8:15 p.m. Eastern. Okay, this brings us to
Let's go.
Thursday. Got a couple rounds for you guys. Let's do this thing. Starting with the NFC West. Cardinals, they want to really keep a spot in their playoff picture. They need to win over those Niners who have officially been eliminated from playoff contention. A lot of injuries on that squad. The Kyler Murray to DeAndre Hopkins, Nate, connection needs to be on point this weekend. So my first throwdown is, which NFC West duo do you least want to face in the playoffs? Is it Murray and D-Hop, who you left out of your top 3 wide receivers in the league right now, or is it Russell and DK, who you also left off?
Well, if you make it a top 5, they are both on that list. But I will go with Russell Wilson and DK Metcalf. And it's because Russell Wilson has the experience in the playoffs. The question is, in the playoffs. It's not about, what do I think about Kyler Murray's running ability? What do I think about DeAndre Hopkins catching the ball? No, it's playoffs. So I know that DK Metcalf knows what it feels like because he was there last year as a young pup. Now he's going to be there again with the big dog, Russell Wilson. And I just feel like they have so much left in the tank that they're going to give to us from an entertainment standpoint. And as far as him just playing bully ball, you haven't seen anything yet. I'm going with Russ and DK.
And Nate, stick to your top 3. Listen, it's Christmas time. No room at the inn, like Mary and Joseph. Okay, that's fine. It's your list. Everything's booked. Stick to it. And on this thing, which would I rather face? I don't want anything to do with DK Metcalf. I'm afraid of him. He would hurt me. He would hurt my team. DeAndre Hopkins is at least, it seems to be like a very nice, smiley guy. DK is terrifying. And what he did to Philadelphia last year, as Nate's talking about, it was a brutal, brutal evisceration of like a game. Remember that Eagles team last year? It was like they were scrapping again and the dogs were back and they're going to rally and they're going to win. No, DK waved bye-bye. He is a terrifying player. DeAndre is great. I would rather face him and Kyler than old Russ and DK.
I think I'm with you guys here. It's going to be a clean sweep from the 3 of us. I appreciate Kyler and DeAndre Hopkins, and last week they single-handedly beat the Eagles with that connection. But gosh, Russell Wilson in a playoff game versus Kyler Murray, who may never have seen the bright lights of the NFL in a big spot. I'm going Russ all day, every day. If you're asking me between those two, who I would rather least face. I mean, DK Metcalf is having a career year. He's in his 2nd year of his career. How good is this guy going to be? And you're right. Last year in the playoffs against the Eagles, 160 yards, a rookie record. I don't even want to know what they're going to do in the playoffs. DK Metcalf and Russell Wilson, please give me any other combo. I don't want to see those guys come January.
Hopkins leading the NFL with 1,324 receiving yards so far. DK Metcalf in 4th place. Let's take a look at Twitter. We put up a poll. Clean sweep here at the virtual breakfast table at the home cams. Wilson and Metcalf at GMFB agree. Circle gets the square. Nobody wants to see Russell and DK in the playoffs. Okay. There was a lot made about Juju, the pregame logo, TikTok. A lot of people have a lot of opinions about it. But after a lot of criticism for this, Juju spoke out yesterday. Take a listen.
For me, honestly, I was dancing. When we were undefeated, I was dancing. When we lost our 3 games, I'm not going to change the person who I am. I think, it's getting to the point where, my teammates are being asked this question. My coach is being asked this question. And I saw it more as, no intention of disrespect. It's just more intentions of, my fans, I'm big on social media, the positive, and, doing stuff like that, you get the positive and negative. So for the betterment of, myself and my teammates, I'm going to stop, dancing on the logos.
He's a stud. I like how he handled that. There's good and there's bad. He explained why he did it. No disrespect, and now he won't do it anymore. Is that going to fix their 3-game losing streak? You guys tell me. Which team has more fixable? Okay. Which team has more fixable problems right now, guys? I'm going to give you 2 squads that I have questions about: the Steelers or the Rams. Round 2, fight, Schrags.
Oh, look at it.
You know, I look at these 2 teams, and I know both of them are struggling, but I look at what the Steelers are going through, and I'm seeing an offensive line that can't block a defense, a running game that's non-existent, a defense that suddenly has become very porous, and the wide receivers can't catch the ball. That's a lot of things to try to fix. Meanwhile, the Rams had one terrible game, but less than 2 weeks ago, they beat the Patriots 24-3, and we were crowning Brandon Staley as the greatest defensive genius in the history of the sport. So I'm going to say the Rams have more fixable problems, and the Steelers right now have a lot of things they need to address. Juju's dancing on a logo, maybe being the least of them.
I'm going to go with the Steelers. The Steelers, everything that needs to be fixed is fixable. Like Juju just said, I'll stop dancing, which I said, and I still believe. Who cares that he's dancing before the game? It has nothing to do with football. Big Ben taking care of the ball. Bro, Big Ben, you're going to have to take care of the ball, not throw the ball away, and also get every snap that's hiked to you. And then the wide receivers. You spend a couple of extra days focusing on your hands, getting your mind right, challenging each other. Everything that we're criticizing them for, they can fix. So I'm going with the Steelers.
What a quote, first of all. We've gone from "I regret that I have but one life to live for my country" to "for the betterment of my team, I'm going to stop doing my TikTok dances on the logo." Wow, what a moment. And I don't know how to... All right, what's worse? You've lost 3 games in a row, or you lost to the 2020 New York Jets? It's really tough. I'm having a hard time reconciling the Rams because it's almost playoff time. Like that loss to the Jets feels like... I'm going to lower my voice. Like, you ever get in a big fight with your wife or husband, like, right before Christmas? It's like, we're beefing, but we have to celebrate Christmas. It's like the Rams are like, we lost to the Jets, but we have to get ready for the playoffs. This is an awkward dynamic here, autobiographical. And I still think I'm going to say they have more fixable problems. At least it wasn't 3 in a row. Like, I wish they were playing the Jaguars next week so we could see if the Rams could lose to the Jaguars. They're not, so we can't do it. The Steelers seems to be just dropping parts and dragging sparks. So I'm going to say, McVay, crack the whip and get these guys right because you lost to the Jets, yet it's still more fixable than the Steelers.
Do you think the Rams can fix their issues with Jared Goff, Kyle? Because it's kind of what you're saying, yeah?
The issues with Jared Goff are that he's hummus. You can't just suddenly turn it into prime rib. They're going to be there. The hummus ain't going to change.
They got to win with the hummus. Well said. Okay, finally, let's get to a Saturday night cap between the Dolphins and the Raiders. It's on NFL Network. That's after the Amazon Prime exclusive. A lot of celebrities have called Miami home. A lot of celebrities call Las Vegas their home. Shout out Steven Jackson, SJ39 among them. Which artist, guys, had the better hit song in the 90s? Longtime Miami resident Ricky Martin or a rapper that now lives in Las Vegas named Cooley?